be sitting here right now if they had never released a video thinking, trying to be smart, like this is gonna prove our point. And look what this thing got him. And the guy that shot the video, when they was reading the verdict, looked at him, he was like, man, I mean, you could see all the life done drained out of this dude. Cause he was like, God damn, I done fucked up. You know, for the rest of his life, now four families. Four families. I messed up, man, forever. They messed up forever. Ain't no winners in this thing, man. There are no winners in this. That's the sad part. But it showed you, you got a glimpse. And I'm from the South, that good old boy network, man. You saw it on display in Georgia. That's all that was. That's the only thing I can say it was, that good old boy network. Hey man, how about, am I freezing now? Can you hear me good? Am I freezing? Everything good? Okay. So that's it, y'all. I'm going back tomorrow. I'll be right back at the White House tomorrow and Sunday. And now during the week, I got to man, let me show you something. I got a ticket. I got this ticket down there. Today. I got this ticket Tuesday. I got a ticket Tuesday down, but I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me put this on. Give me a minute. Now let me show y'all something. Man, let me tell y'all something. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to this good. If you get a parking ticket, first thing you need to do is look at it for mistakes. Let me say that again. When you get a parking ticket, first thing you want to do before you jump into your emotions, you want to go to the ticket and see, can you find any mistakes. That's the first thing you do. And when I got this ticket the other day, I looked at it. It was written at 1:26 p.m. So that tells me right there, I don't need to come before 1:30. All right. Now that I know what time you done wrote the ticket, okay, I ain't coming down there before 1:30 now. From now on, because you done gave me a time that you paying attention. And since shifts run from 7 to 3, so I figure the closer I get to the end of your shift, the safer I might be. But when I got this ticket, I looked at it, the car, everything, tag is right, and I started looking at location, right? But then I got down to the comments, and it says, look at this. No parking, expect Sundays. It says no parking, expect, not accept, which is what it should say, no parking except Sundays. It say no parking, expect. That's not what the signs say. So how can you give me a ticket for and write on there saying the signs say something that it don't say? So I'm gonna challenge the ticket. Okay? And seeing usually in DC, when there's a mistake on the ticket, they dismiss that. It's dismissed. See, I could have got in my emotion. Oh man, I done got a ticket. Not really paid attention. I learned that from being a street vendor. First thing they do, man, they got me so many tickets. I had to start looking at the ticket for mistakes. That's how I beat them. I get them so frustrated when they writing the ticket, they make a mistake, and I just look for the mistakes on the ticket. Okay, and that's what you got to do. Rather than getting in your feelings, man, look for the mistakes on the ticket. Okay. No, this, y'all, this, I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you, I done it too many times. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Give me a ticket, man. First thing I'm looking for is mistakes. Cause I ain't got to pay for no mistakes. Okay? That's the first thing I'm looking for. If it ain't no mistakes on the ticket, and I gotta eat it. But this ticket got a mistake on it. I ain't paying that. I ain't gonna pay that. Cause the signs say no parking except Sundays. It don't say expect. That don't even make sense. So I have to challenge that. I have to challenge that, man. I have to challenge that. And then just keep an eye on my vehicle. Now when I go down there, see before I was going to sit in front of the White House down on Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay, when they wasn't writing tickets. Now I got to stay up on H Street so I can wash my car. Okay, no man, check the tickets for mistakes. Cause somebody could be having a bad day, man. They could be having a bad day, just like you having a bad day. And whoever wrote this, I'm sure they had accept in their mind, but that's not what came out. Expect came out instead of accept. So no parking expect Sunday 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. sign posted. That ain't on no sign. That is not on a sign. That is not on a sign. You can't find this nowhere in D.C. on a sign. Okay, no parking expect. Okay, you can't find that. So you made a mistake. That's your loss. That's your loss. And see, that goes to show you sometimes, man, even when the enemy be trying to attack you, they make mistakes. And you still, see, they thought they got me. Because I'm sure they done drove by and seen my car many a day sitting there and say, we going to get him. And they finally got me. But they made a mistake. They made a mistake. So now all I got to do is just avoid. You done show me 1:30. I know you looking for me. I ain't gonna be there. That's right. I won't be there. It's just that simple. And see, that's what I've been saying. See, one of the things you got to everything has a rhythm, y'all. Let me say that again. Everything has a rhythm. Okay? No, see, Ozzy, see that's where you're wrong, man. See, the arbitration decision is final. You can challenge that. See, that's where you. See, you trying to get up in here throwing some dirt, and you're wrong, man. You don't even understand the arbitration process. When the arbitrator make his decision, even if he fuck over you, that's wrong. It's final. His decision is final. See, so get your facts straight, man, before you start coming at me with some bullshit. Yeah, get your facts straight, buddy, because the arbitration decision is final. Ain't nothing you can do about it, buddy. Even if he fuck over you, it's still final, dude. It's still final. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Okay. Um, Well, again, the Ahmaud Arbery trial shows you the good old boy network. This one time it didn't work, and they tried to get it to work. They tried to get the good old boy network to work. They even tried stacking the jury with all white people and one black person. And you can look at some of the objections of some of the attorneys to see, man, they was relying on that good old boy network in Georgia, and it didn't work. This is one time it didn't work. Okay, it didn't work. So, but like I said, man, there are no winners in that. Ain't no winners in that situation, man. Ain't no winners in that. None whatsoever. I know his mom got a whole bunch of money, and if she ain't wise about how she spend that money, man, she'll go through that money just like this. That money be gone just like that. Just like that, it'd be gone. Yeah, just like that. That money would be gone. Be gone. See, this is one of the greatest wealth transfers America is missing. And let me tell you what's the greatest wealth transfer: reparations. If black people got reparations, that money going right back to the white community. Let me say that again. If black people got reparations, that money would go right back into the white community. It'll be spent, man. It'll be spent. The majority of that money would be spent. Okay, before they even got it, it would be right back out the door. So America is missing one of the greatest wealth transfers by not paying uh, reparations to black folk. Cause right now it ain't gonna stay in our community. We are the biggest consumers in the world. Black people are the biggest consumers in the world. Yes, we are. That's why status of white designers determine our level of status. Let me say that again. See, it's the white designers that will determine our status level, where we are on the spectrum of status. Look at all of these Gucci and Louis Vuitton shops that are being that they all of a sudden now people are bum rushing them because that's the status. And those are the brands that will label status for you. That's just the way. I mean, that's just the reality of the matter. So America is missing out on the greatest wealth transfer. Get some black money, shit. That money spent, buddy. It's spent. It's spent. Okay, you can believe that. Okay, no, it's spent on cars, televisions, all kind of good. Man, that's it's spent. America is missing the greatest wealth transfer by not giving black people reparations. And seeing they need to do that. I don't know what you talking about here. What you talking about? I think man. No, the ticket is legitimate. It's a legitimate ticket. It's legitimate. They just made a mistake. It's a trust me. It's a legitimate. This is a legitimate DC parking ticket right here. They just made a mistake, and I just happened to catch the mistake. I didn't get into my feelings. I caught the mistakes. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna challenge the mistake on the ticket. It's what I'm gonna challenge. Okay, I'm just challenged, and now, and like I said, since you done showed me what time you coming, I'll just come after this time from now on. Whenever I go down there now. No, it was no, it was. Listen, uh, uh, for not that I owe you an explanation, but for over a year and a half, they haven't been enforcing no parking there. For over a year and a half, almost 2 years, you've been able to park free down there. Okay, for almost 2 years, they haven't been enforcing. And still now they're spotty with enforcing. They're still spotty with enforcing now. Cause yesterday I went down there after 1:30 and stayed down until 6 o'clock till nobody come through. Okay. Okay. So I just got to find a rhythm. That's all. All I got to do is find a rhythm. And once whoever that is can see why I'm sitting there and who I am, they might just say, man, don't worry about it. You're good. Because, y'all, let me tell you something. See, it ain't who you know, it's who knows you that makes the world go round. You know a lot of people that don't know you. It's who knows you that makes the world go round. Okay? And so I need to get to be known by them parking meters down there. They don't pass me every day, but I personally need to know. Okay? Somebody just sent a message. I don't know what was that message that you just sent here? Let's see what's going on here. Somebody sent me a message. I couldn't get it, but anyway. So that's it, y'all. That's just it in a nutshell. Okay. Um, there's a lot of no. I don't do a lot of meat, man. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a meat man. I don't do a lot of meat. I don't do a lot of meat. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't eat no turkey today. I have a friend of mine. He sells fresh turkeys and chickens, and he has a farm. And if my wife was here, I'd go down and get a couple chickens, fresh chickens. That's where I would get my chickens and eggs from, cause they're fresh. But normally, I'm not a consumer. I can do without the meat. I eat fish. I eat some kingfish now. I will eat some kingfish. Okay, but all that other meat and pork and beef and all that stuff, nah, it's not in my diet. I don't. It's not in my diet. As a matter of fact, if I eat a piece of pork, I probably pass out. uh, uh, yeah, I probably pass out, boy. I eat a piece of pork, man. My blood pressure go up, and bam, I'd be out like a light, man. You know. But this is this is where it is. This is where I am. But like I said, I ain't celebrating no more holidays, man, until me and my wife are together again. I'll celebrate a holiday when I'm with her. Other than that, it's just another day. Today is just another day, man. For me, it's just another day. I'm I'm glad we both are still alive. Nothing has happened to either one of us, and something could have. I don't take that for granted. That something could have happened to one of us while we were separated. But God said He would restore everything the locust, the palmer worm, and the worm has taken. That He would restore it. And I just have to believe that whatever time that I done missed these last 2 years, it's gonna restore that. He'll restore that. So that's just how I see it, man. You know. What about my children and grandson? My children and grandson. I want to be with my wife, man. I want to be with my children and my I want to be with my wife. Okay, I want to be with my wife. That's what I want to be with. I want to be with myself and be with my wife. That's who I want to be with, man. Okay? I want to be with her. I want to be with my children and my grandchildren. I want to be with my wife, who I haven't seen in 2 years. Okay? That's who I want to be with. That's who I want. That's where my focus is right now. Okay? So, and no, I ain't looking for no side chick either. Let me say that real quick. I ain't looking for no side chick either. I want my wife, man. What I want. And right now, I want my wife. I ain't looking for no side. If man, I could be fucking out of both looks right now. If that was my goal and my aim. But I would have never did the stuff that I have discovered. If my focus was split. I had to focus all this energy in on the true conductor. If I'm out here faking it, I can't come across the way I do. And this is one of the reasons we have the confusion that we have in the world. Because a lot of people are faking it. They're faking it, man. And they're living as truth. A lot of this stuff that you see is fake. And they know it's fake. And therefore, when they get when the truth come around, they don't know how to deal with it. Because they too used to being fake. And this is the problem right now. So many folk are used to being fake. They can't handle the truth. That's just it in a nutshell. They can't handle it because they're too busy being fake. You know, I look at the situation with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Here, this woman's married, and she out flirting herself as a hoe, and that's acceptable. Look at what they showing young girls. Yeah, dude. Look at what they showing young girls. How to be hoes. That's all they doing. And they celebrate, like Jennifer Lopez. Jump from man to man. And they celebrate that shit. And you gotta marry with no kids. And yet, only thing they can take about her is her dating some guy that's supposed to have a big dick. That's supposed to be his claim to fame is he got a big dick. Pete Davidson, who Kim Kardashian, to let you know Kanye must not be working with much. He must not be working with much. If she gonna run off to this white guy, so hey, that's all they doing, man. They not only are they being whorish, but they getting paid for it. They getting paid for it, man. Look at all the dumb crap. This is why we got the killings in the hip hop community that we had, cause they paid for all this foolishness, man. For all this hatred and this anger and this division, this animosity. They're getting paid for that. People are paying for that. You see, and that's a sad example of stuff. Now it ain't cold, man. She just showing you who she is. That's all. That ain't a cold move. Ain't a cold move, man. You anytime you put other people ahead of your children, there's something's wrong. And she ain't pull back said, man, I'm gonna be a mom. She putting her dating life and she's still married. And she putting out she dating this other. Well, listen. Kanye is a victim of the Kardashian curse. Okay, that's all he is, a victim of the Kardashian curse. Cause they didn't turn a athlete into a woman, turn another athlete into a dope addict. They men don't fare well in the Kardashian. What's going on? They don't fare well in that Kardashian clan. Okay. Cause I mean, look at now. He Caitlyn Jenner. He done switched over. Okay, he done switched over. So they ain't too. Their track record men ain't too, and it starts with the mama. They mess up men, man. Them Kardashian women will fuck a man up. Okay, will fuck a man's head up for real. All of them come out crazy. So, and Kanye, and she's just manipulating them, man. She know mentally he ain't all there, and for him to see that she's just thinking that she's sleeping with somebody else, it's sending him through all kind of hoops, and he jumping through all kind of hoops, and ain't nothing worse than a pussy whipped man. Let me say that shit again. Ain't nothing worse than a pussy whipped man, okay? Or a dick whipped woman. Oh, no, I'm waiting for them to put it in the system. I'm gonna challenge it. I'm gonna challenge it. I'm gonna challenge it as soon as they put it in the system. I'm gonna challenge that ticket. I ain't paying that ticket, man. You made a mistake. I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that. And if you try to make me pay it, I'm gonna go on social media and blast them. If they deny me, I go on social media. I sure will. I sure will. Put the ticket on there and show them. And this how they do you. So that's all. No, no, man. I ain't. Listen, this is favor. I ask whenever I leave my house. I ask for safe passage for me, my children, my grandchildren, my wife, and her family. And I ask for favor over any unfavorable situation every time I leave my house, man. I don't take it for granted that I'm coming. Okay? Some folk leave their house and take it for granted that they coming back. I don't take it for granted I'm coming back. Man, I ask God, give me safe passage, Lord. Okay? Give me safe passage, because in a little thing, man, I saw where what was it, yesterday or day before yesterday? This crane operator at Lowe's. Some kind of way he's unloading a truck and the joint flip over on him and kill him. 2 days ago. You think he didn't have no plans for Thanksgiving? You see, we take it for granted, man. Then once we get into our car or we get onto public transportation, that, wherever we going, that's it. And we going to make it back home. And that might not be the case. That might not be the case. You might not make it back. But so many people take that for granted that they do. So that's just one of the habits I get into, man. Now, every day. I mean, literally every day. I walk out my door. Lord, thank you for safe passage. For me, my family, my children, my grandchildren, my wife, and her family. Pray for them all, man. It's a lot of people take it for granted. A lot of people take it for granted. Run out and go to the store, man. Half dressed and think ain't gonna happen. And something happen. Look at uh, um you just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and somebody snap. Okay, it's not so much. No, I don't worry about it, man. I plead the 91st Psalm, man, over my family. I don't worry about it. I'm what I do. I'm just telling you what I do. I don't take it for granted, man. When I walk out my door, I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. I really don't. I don't take that for granted. And so many people do take it for granted. Once they leave their house, that they're automatically coming back. And that might not be the case. Okay? I had a little young kid down by the White House, Anthony, um, called his mom, and he going through some changes. And yesterday, when I was down by the White House, guy came up and said, remember the guy that you was with? I said, yeah. That you know? He said, yeah. He said, Secret Service say he's now reported missing. He's now missing. Every parent's nightmare. 21 years old. My grandson is 21. Okay? This kid want to come down, no phone, no nothing. Talking about he'll play poker. You know, how you gonna make money? Oh, I play poker. And he just want to sleep on the street. And when I talked to the mom, she said, you know, I went through emergency services and they said I've done everything I could do. There's nothing else I can do. And she's from Massachusetts. Said I got to go back home. I've been down here for almost a month with him. I need to get back. So you know that's every parent's worst nightmare, man. You know something happened to your child. One of your child go missing, or something happened. Man, that ain't no. It's like the dude that Gabby Petito or whatever her name is. The guy that, man, his parents knew he had that gun and probably knew he was gonna kill himself. I don't know. She this dude he had a stroke and he was bleeding on his brain and he had this real bad breakup with this girl and he thought she worked at the White House. That's why he was coming down there hanging around the White House, and he found out she don't work at the White House no more. So it's no telling where he is now. 21 years old, man. It wouldn't surprise me if in before next week they find him dead somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised, cause he's just that careless right now. And I try to tell him, I said, man, you're a white kid in Washington D.C. That alone is a red flag. And you're homeless, somebody gonna take advantage of you, man. Because you don't see that in Washington, D.C. But, you know, situation like that, man, you can only pray for them. I hope he come out. I hope he make out okay. I really do. Yeah, he's white. Yeah, young white kid, man. Yeah. 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 And the first night that he slept on the street, first night, shit, I came back the next day. He had these Apple headphones, an iPhone, backpack, shoot, man, all that shit was gone. All that shit was gone. All of it was gone. Trying to see, I got a picture of him in here somewhere. Young kid, man. This kid right here, young kid. This him right here, young kid. This him, he missing. Right now, he missing. 21 years old. I said, I made him call his mom. It's when I met him. And how I met him, Secret Service was trying to talk to him. And he wouldn't talk to them at all. Because when I first went down, I did a video. I pointed him out. I said, y'all see this guy right here? I said, they watching this kid because he's standing out. He stood out like a sore thumb. And he went somewhere, and I had an extra chair. And next thing I know, he came in. He said, can I sit down next to you? I said, sure. You can sit down. Uh, and we just started talking. And the first question I asked him was, man, do your folks know where you are? Yeah. I said, when last time you talked to your mama? 3 weeks ago. I said, call her now. My phone dead. Here's my phone. And we call her. And I put her on speakerphone. And see, and at the time when I did that, I didn't know she was worried. Okay, I didn't had no idea that she was worried about this kid. And later, and the next day she got on a plane and came down here because when Secret Service saw me talking to him, when I got ready to leave, officer came up and said, man, he said, I was watching you talking to him and I see you got all this information. He said, I need to get that information from you and I'll meet you up at your car. I said, okay. And he went up to my car and I came up and he gave me his mama phone number, his phone number, and his daddy's phone number. And I gave all that information to Secret Service. They knew who he was. They knew who he was. And they're the ones that called his mother and had her to come down here. She got down here. Secret Service called her. And we were I was sitting talking to the kid. The next day I go back, he was really wound up. He done lost his backpack, his phone, his headphone. He really wound up, right? So I get him and I said, Tony, come over here. I mean, literally, I walk over to the family. I said, come on, man. Come over here and sit down and talk to me. And I'm trying to get him calmed down. And one of the Secret Service agents drove up right in front of us, rolled the window down, and said, why don't you get this over with and just go ahead and jump the fence? And I said, what did you just say? He said, let him go ahead and get it over with and jump the fence. I said, man, you're an embarrassment to Secret Service. He said, I might be. But this guy need to jump and get it over with. This was so him. An agent told him, man, go on, jump the fence and get it over with. Yeah, serious. So then I jumped up, and all of the rest of the Secret Service agents around, and they said, he said that was inappropriate what he said. We heard it. It was inappropriate. And I asked for a lieutenant to come on scene. And I eventually did lodge a complaint with a lieutenant about this. But that's what Secret Service told. And so after that, the next day, Secret Service came over to me, one of the female officers, and she said, I don't know why that officer did what he did. But when he did that, even if the boy tried to jump the fence, we can't even arrest him. Because one of our officers planted the thought in his mind to jump the fence. And if he came and tried to jump the fence, we can't even arrest this kid. Because the officer had already told him to do it. This just happened within the last week and a half, maybe. Okay? So I mean, imagine, man. Here you are a parent, and it's Thanksgiving, and you don't know where your child is. Imagine that. You don't know where your child is, and it's Thanksgiving. How do you enjoy the holiday? And you don't even know where your child is. How do you enjoy that? See, these are the kind of things we take for granted. We take these things for granted. You know? Yeah, but no, this is the kid right here. This him. This him right here. 21 years old, my